Good day! Hello students! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe my TikTok page. Thank you so much!
Hello students, happy learning. Today, we are going to review for the summative test. This coming July 6, 2026. Ano po yung kailangan nating reviewin? For grade 7 students, we have to unlocking geometry, polygons, angles, and precision. Ito po yung coverage na inyong first summative test. So, are you ready grade 7? Okay, before we start, may I request everyone to get a piece of paper or scratch para sa inyong pagsusolve with your pencil and calculation. Okay, so let's start. What we covered. There are 6 pillars of mastery na kailangan natin balikan. So, andyan po yung describing polygons from items 1 to 4. For items 5 to 6, 5 to 7 naman po, andyan yung drawing with angles. Items 8 to 15, andyan po yung angle pair relationships. For items 16 to 18, we have the classifying polygons. For items 19 to 22, we have the exterior and interior angles. And for measuring and calculating sides for items 23 and 25. So are you ready? Okay, let's start. So for topic 1, regular and irregular shapes. I have here a question. Are you ready? Okay. A learner draws close figure with 5 straight sides. All sides are the same length, but the angles are not equal. Which description fits the figure? So sa inyong test, merong choices yan. So kailangan mabalikan natin or ma-review natin. So ang sagot dyan is irregular pentagon. So next, so for concept notes, a regular polygon requires dapat na kailangan siya ay both equal sides and equal angles. Ang tinatawag doon ay regular polygon. So next, for a regular octagon, how many sides should be measured with a ruler? So may choices po yun sa test. So ang sagot doon ay 8 sides. Because according to your concept notes sa learning activity sheet, an octagon always have 8 sides, regardless kung ito ay regular or irregular. Basta 8 sides siya. Okay, next. So, another topic, we have the polygon characteristics and tools. So, question, a logograph has 10 straight sides, but 2 sides are longer and 3 angles are smaller than the rest. Which description is most accurate? So, may choices po yan sa test. So, ang sagot po doon, kailangan ma-recall natin, irregular decagon. Okay, because take note, decagon has 10 sides. So, and that is, concept note, 10 sides is equal to decagon. And equal dimensions, that is equal to irregular. Another question. Which pair of tools is most useful when polygon must be drawn from side and angle measurement? So anong ginagamit natin doon na device? So andyan po yung ruler para sa side at protractor naman para sa pag-measure ng angle. Okay, so concept note, the ruler controls the linear side para ma-straight natin yung measure for the given side. The protractor for the vertex angles. Next, what is the measure of each interior angle of a regular pentagon? Ito po yung ating regular polygons. Kailangan ma-recall natin na ito po ay merong 108 degrees because kapag sinukat natin yung bawat isa interior angle ng regular pentagon, meron siyang 108. Okay, next, what is the measure of each interior angle of a regular hexagon? Take note, hexagon, meron niyang 6 na side. So, ang sagot po doon is 120 degrees. Okay, yan. Gamit ang protractor, kapag minasure mo yan ay 120 degrees yung kanyang each interior angle. Okay, another topic, we have the mastering the octagon. Okay, to draw a regular octagon, ito yung question, what interior angle should be used at each vertex? So, kailangan ma-recall natin na ito po ay mayroong 135 degrees. So, ito po yung ating drawing doon na ito ay regular octagon. Meron niyang 8 sides and also merong 8 interior angle. And that is 135 degrees. So, take note, the universal blueprint formula natin, no? Ito yung formula. To find each interior, just simply follow the quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees divided by n, where n is the number assigned. Kaya nga ang ginawa dyan is 8 minus 2, 6 yun. Tapos yung 6, minultiply sa 180. And then yung sagot po doon, dinivide ng 8. Kaya nga ang bawat measure ng each interior angle ng regular octagon ay 135 degrees. Next, so let's proceed naman sa angle pair relationship or vocabulary. So first, that is given two angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees. Anong tawag doon? Ang tawag po doon ay complementary angles. Okay, naalala po ba natin na kapag complementary, kapag inad mo, ang degrees nila ay laging 90 degrees. Okay, another question. What is the total measure of a linear pair of angles? Ang sagot po doon ay 180 degrees. Okay, pag sinabing linear pair, ito rin po ay tinatawag natin supplementary. Kasi nga, ang supplementary and at the same time, adjacent supplementary siya, we call that linear pair. Nag-form siya ng straight line, kaya 180 degrees. Okay, another. In two intersecting lines, what do we call the opposite angles that face each other? Yung magkaharap, or we call that opposite. Ang tawag po dyan sa angle pairs na yan ay vertical angles. Remember, vertical angles are always congruent. Ibig sabihin, parehas yung measure ng opposite angles na yan. Ang tawag doon is vertical angles. Okay, next question naman for the topic, logic and application of angles. Question, which statement best explains supplementary angles? So, kung babalikan natin, di ba, ang sagot doon ay letter C, their measure add up to 180 degrees. Kasi ang ginawa doon, pag inad mo yung dalawang angles, kailangan mag-sum up siya ng 180. Ang tawag doon is supplementary angles. Next question. Two angle measures are 35 degrees and 55 degrees. Ang tanong, what relationship do they have? Ang relasyon nila ay sila po ay letter A, complementary angles. Because kapag inad ko yung dalawang angles, we have 35 plus 55 degrees, kailangan 90 degrees. Ang tawag doon is complementary angles. Next, we have at an intersection, angle A and angle B are vertical angles. What can be conclude about their measure? Ano yung naiisip natin kapag sila ay vertical? So, ang sagot doon ay they are always equal or congruent in measure. Okay, di ba? Yan yung ating definition. Vertical angles are always congruent or equal. Okay, next. For angle pair analysis. Okay, ito naman po yung question doon. One angle in complementary pair measures 28 degrees. What is the other angle? Ibig sabihin yan, kung complementary yung dalawang angles mo, given na yung 28, ano yung isang angles na pag inad ko ay complement sila sa bawat isa, or we call that they have 90 degrees sum. So, ibig sabihin, ang sagot doon is 62 degrees because kapag sinolve mo, 90 degrees minus 28 degrees, that is 62 degrees. So, ang sagot is 62 degrees. Okay, so another. A student sees two non-adjacent. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya magkatabi. Ibig sabihin, no common side. Okay, so angles sharing vertex. Which condition must be true before they can be called a vertical angles? So, ang sagot po doon ay they must be opposite angles from intersecting line. Tandaan natin, kapag ang dalawang lines that intersect, therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na two non-adjacent angles. Yun yung ating magiging vertical angles and they are congruent. So, that's why they must be opposite angles from intersecting lines. Okay, let's proceed to topic 4. The taxonomy of polygons. So, we have the number of sides. Ito yung tanong doon. A polygon has 8 sides. What is the name based on the number of sides? So, anong tawag doon kapag may 8 sides? Ang tawag doon ay octagon. Tandaan natin. Next, sa regularity naman, ang tanong doon we have, which description best defines a regular polygon? Ang sagot, lagi siyang or it has equal sides and equal angles. Lagi-lagi yon. Okay, for convexity naman, ang tanong doon is, which description identifies a non-convex polygon? Ibig sabihin, ito ay concave. So, ang sagot doon ay it has at least one diagonal is outside. Di ba? Kapag kinonect mo yung non-consecutive vertices, kapag meron kang nakitang isa o mahigit pang diagonal sa labas, ito ay non-convex or tinatawag na concave polygon siya. Okay, like for example, like this. Di ba? Meron tayong at least one diagonal na makikita sa labas. Okay, so for topic 5, ito naman po yung ating the inside-outside relationship. Ito yung question natin. Given yung figure natin, di ba? Yung may 180 degrees. An exterior angle and its adjacent interior angle at one vertex of a polygon form which relationship? Ano yung relasyon ng interior tsaka exterior angle ngayon? So, ang sagot doon ay, sila po ay linear pair. Ibig sabihin, nag-form sila ng straight line. Or, pwede mo rin siyang sabihin na supplementary sila. Kasi nga, they form straight line, therefore, adjacent sila. Kaya nga, pag inad ko yung sum nila, yung dalawang angles, that is 180 degrees. And that is called the linear pair. Another question. If an exterior angle of a polygon measures 60 degrees, what is its adjacent interior? Ibig sabihin nito, given yung kanyang exterior, nawawala yung interior. Alam natin na sila ay linear pair. So, paano malalaman yung adjacent interior angle? Ang gagawin natin ay, yan, 120 degrees. Because, ang gagawin mo, isubtract mo lang yung 60 degrees doon sa 180 kasi nga, supplementary or linear pair sila. Okay, next question for topic 5, exterior angle calculation. Ito po yung question. What is the measure of each exterior angle of a regular pentagon? Remember, pentagon has 5 sides. So, ang sagot doon is 72 degrees. Paano nakuha ito? Ito po yung ating solution. 360 degrees divided by 5. Kasi di ba naalala natin, ang exterior angle sum, lagi-laging 360. Since sa question given ay pentagon, i-divide mo siya ng 5. Kaya nga 360 degrees divided by 5 is 72 degrees. Ibig sabihin, yung sukat ng bawat isang angle, exterior angle ng regular pentagon ay 72 degrees. Okay, continuation. A regular sign has each exterior angle na merong sukat na 72 degrees. So what type of polygon is the sign? Ibig sabihin nito, given yung kanyang exterior angle na 72 degrees. So, anong tawag ngayon doon sa polygon na yon? That is regular pentagon. Kumbaga, pa-reverse lang yung ating solution doon sa 360 degrees divided by 5 kaya 72. Eh, since hinahanap yung ating pangalan, okay, kaya nga, you have to reverse. Kaya nga ito ay regular pentagon. Yun yung nawawala, yung number ng sides. Okay, so paano yung solution? Okay, i-divide mo naman si 360 by 72. Kaya nga, the number of sides of a polygon is 5. Kaya nga, 5 is pentagon or regular pentagon. Okay, for topic 6, calculating the unknown. So calculate natin yung sum. Ito, question natin. What is the sum of the interior angles of a hexagon? Ang sagot po doon ay 720 degrees. Ibig sabihin nito, di ba kapag hexagon may 6 na sides. Since hinahanap natin yung total angles, interior angle sum, ang gagawin natin dyan, apply natin yung formula. So, quantity n minus 2 times 180. Kaya nga, since 6 hexagon yon, 6 na sides, 6 minus 2, 4 yon. Times 180 degrees, kaya 720 degrees. Yun yung sum of the interior angles ng hexagon. Okay, next question naman. For the individual angle. Okay, ang question doon, what is the measure of each interior angle of a regular octagon? Ang sagot po doon ay 135 degrees. Ibig sabihin, paano na-compute yun? May formula tayo. Okay, since yung formula natin ng sum of the interior angle na n minus 2 times 180, i-divide mo lang siya by the number of sides. Since this is regular octagon, kaya nga n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. Or simply, i-divide mo na lang siya by 8. Kaya nga 1080 degrees divided by 8 kasi regular octagon. Kaya meron tayong 135 degrees. Ibig sabihin, ang sukat ng bawat isang interior ng regular octagon ay 135 degrees. Tandaan natin yung mga formula na yan. Okay, next. For topic 6, methodological thinking na tayo. Okay. Ito yung question. A learner knows only one exterior angle. Alam niya lang yung isang exterior angle. Which method, ano yung gagamitin niya? Okay, correctly to determines the number of sides of a polygon. Okay, ito nga din. Di ba, ito yung nawawala si exterior angle. So, tandaan natin, di ba, meron siyang sum of the exterior is always 360. I-divide mo yung given angle. Okay, kaya nga 360 divided by the given angle, ang makukuha mo ngayon yung number or the total number of sides. Kaya ang sagot doon is simply divide natin yung 360 by the exterior given angle and then bilangin natin yung number ng side. Kaya yun yung ating formula. Okay, so with that, I hope you learned something for the review for the upcoming first summative test for grade 7 mathematics. So with that, goodbye and happy learning everyone.